right, thanks, guys. The Mets take on the Brewers. 8:10 Eastern, first pitch at Miller Park. The Brewers are the $1.30 favorites on the money line. Totals at 8.5. New York gets the 1.5. And at the moment, we're seeing a steady and consistent fade of the Mets in the early going here. So look for their backers to catch another couple of pennies by first pitch if that trend continues. And speaking of the Mets, we got Steven Matz on the bump for New York in this one. Zach Davies takes the hill for the Brew Crew. And before we get into this Brewers ball club, let's just go ahead and break down the early line movement real quick. And when it comes to this Milwaukee squad, they actually opened up as the $1.40 favorites and the total at 8 flat. And since those markets opened this one up, we're actually seeing a consensus play on both the Brewers and the over. So once again, the Brewers opened the $1.40, now $1.50. Total open 8.5, now 9. So if you like the Milwaukee Brewers in this one, you probably missed your best price, but you certainly don't want to wait around too long to make your play if you still intend on betting them. And if you like the Mets in this one, pretty good spot for you here as you're catching some positive money line equity, and I can't see it getting much lower from where it opened up at. And with all that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the trends. And when it comes to this Mets ball club, nice little run for them this past week. 4-1 straight up in their last 5, 6-3 straight up in their last 9. They're going up against a Milwaukee squad who, for some reason, struggles to get the W when Zach Davies makes the start. The Brewers are winning just 33% of their ball games where Davies takes the bump. Now, scoring-wise, ton of unders between both of these squads as both teams' games went 3-0 to the under in their last trio of ball games, respectively. That said, though, we saw ourselves some steady and consistent money on the over in the early going here, as the overplay is the consensus pick for this particular ball game. So with those factors in mind, no play on a total here for me, but what I will do is remind you to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage. With a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you'd be a damn fool not to check that out. What I will also do is fade this Milwaukee squad who's dropped 2 of their previous 3 against this very Mets team. So all told, I'm going to lean toward the New York Mets plus $1.35, winning this one outright for some moneyline cash. And as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.